Hello all, welcome to the Cloud DevOps Guru channel. We are discussing about the version control system, nothing but the Git in our sessions. Previous day we had discussed about the what is the Git, what are the types of the Git, how Git works, how we can clone that Git, how we can initialize the Git, what are the areas of the Git, and we've seen some few commands. Okay, today we will discuss about the next steps. So today we will mostly focus on the remote repository. Whenever you start working on the organization project, you will get one Git repository. So then in that Git repository, multiple developers and DevOps engineers work in that Git repository. For example, you are working on any e-commerce project. Like, for example, you are working on the shopping site. Inside the shopping site, you have the different features like login, payment, you have the cart, you have the purchase. These are the some of the features of our e-commerce project, shopping project, right? So whenever the multiple developers are working, here we create the multiple teams also. So some teams are working on the one team is working on the login feature, second team is working on the payment feature, another team is working on the cart feature, and another team will work on the purchase features. So multiple developers are work in the one feature that we call the project. So different features we can create. Sometimes we can create the multiple. Sometimes we create the different Git repository, or we can create the one repository. Inside that we will create the folder structure for the different features. So today I will create the one repository for shopping site. For example, our project is the shopping site. Then now I will log in into my Git repository. For practice this, you need the GitHub account. Then you have to install the Git Bash in Windows, and you have to install the Visual Studio Code. If you don't know how to install, please try to install these packages with the downloading the .exe. And if you are not having the GitHub account, just you can sign up here, and it will ask you to your email address. Then you pass your email address, it will automatically create your GitHub account. Okay, I had created the GitHub account. Now I will log in into my account. Just you can pass your account name and password. It will log in into your account. Now in the top you have the plus sign. Beside the plus sign, you can click it and create the new repository here. Once you log in, just you can go here and press on the list button. There you can press on the new repository. In your organization, you can give your repository name. Just I will copy the repository is the shopping underscore site, for example. My repository name is the shopping site. Okay, then it is a public site, it is a public repository. I will create the repository. Click on the create repository. Okay, it has created the repository into the GitHub. So whenever you are start working into the organization, you will get one Git repository like this. You will get the repository URL with using the SSH or using the HTTPS. So first we will see how to clone the repository using the HTTPS. If you wanted to work with the HTTPS URL with your Git repository, first of all you have to create the token for yours. that is called the personal access token. Okay, just click it here, go to the settings, then you go to the developer settings. Here click on the personal access token and click on the token. Here you will get the generate new token here. So click on this, generate new token, and give the any name here. For example, I will give the test and give the all access whichever you needed. Okay, I am giving the all the accesses which are I am making the admin to my token. If I give the all the access, then this user can do anything in this account. Okay, means I am making the admin. I'm giving the admin access to the this token. Just click on the generate token. So it will generate the token. You can copy this token. Okay, now copy it somewhere. For example, now I'm copying it here. Okay, my username is the cloud DevOps Guru 123 is the username, and my personal access token is the this one. Just copy it. Then you can go to the your repository. My repository is the shopping site. Click it here. So you create the one folder inside your inside your machine. So just I will create the folder inside the here. I had already testing folder yesterday I had created it. I will open my git bash here. Now clone the repository inside the folder. For cloning that, you have the command git clone and paste your URL of your repository here. So now you can see you appear to have cloned an empty repository because just I had created the fresh repository. Because of that, it is empty. Go inside your shopping site folder. Now you can see we are not having any content or any code inside that. I will not write any code because if anyone is the administrator, he doesn't understand the code, and if he is the developer, he can write his own code and he can push the code inside the Git repository. Okay, just I will create the sample files here. Test.html for example. I will not write the any HTML code here. Just I will write hi, this is first HTML page. Save it. Now, yesterday we learned, right? We will see the status of our Git. So when we create the file, it is in the untracked stage. We have the multiple stage in our Git. One is the untracked, second is the staging, third is the local repository, fourth is the remote repository, and stashing area. These are the working area in the Git. Yesterday we understand what is the working tree, what is the staging area, and what is the local repository. How we can commit the code into the local repository. Today we will understand that code how we can push into the remote repository. Okay, just I had created the one file test.html. I wanted to add this into the staging area, means we have to run the git add that file name, or you can use the dot or -a or --all. Now you can see it is added into the staging area. Okay, now I wanted to move it into the local repository. For that we have to commit the changes. Git commit -m, give the any message. This is first HTML page. Okay. Now it is your code move into the local repository. Just you can see git status. There is nothing to commit, right? Now I wanted to push this code into the remote repository. So git push origin. Remote repository name is the origin, or branch is the main. So see, it is giving the issue because we are not authenticate the that repository into the our local, means we are not given the access to push the code from our local to the remote repository. Just we had cloned the repository, right? Once we clone the repository, we cannot push the code into the remote repository. We have to give some access. So you can give the access using the username and personal access token, username and password, and also you can use the SSH key. Today we will understand how to give access using the personal access token. Okay, just I had created the personal access token and username I have with me. Okay, so now I will remove this repository. Now open this folder inside the git bash. If you wanted to clone that repository using the personal access token, you have to run the git clone that URL, your URL of your repository. Here you can pass your username, cloud DevOps Guru 123 is my username. Give the colon, then you have to give your personal access token. Copy your personal access token and paste it here. After that, you give the @. Then you can press the enter. So it will clone your repository and also give the authentication to your your system to your repository. Okay, now it is cloned, right? Go inside the shopping site. Now you can create the any file here, test.html. Here this is first web page. Save and exit. Okay, now you can see git status. It is untracked. For tracking it, you can add the git add dot. Now git commit -m, then give the message first web page. You can give the any message here. Then I wanted to push into the remote repository. Git push. My remote repository name is the origin and branch name is the main. Now you can see we are able to push the code into the remote repository. How we can push that code? Using the git push origin main. So here you have to understand that if you wanted to push code into the remote repository, either you have the username password, either you have the username personal token, or you have to create the SSH key in your local and you have to pass that SSH key into your GitHub repository. Then only you can get the access to work with that repository. Okay, this is the first thing. Now, for example, your organizations want to work on the, here you can see this is the our pay, this is our file. Now I wanted to modify file and push into the remote repository. Just I had created the test, right? Just I will add another line here. This is remote repo demo. Git status. Here it is showing the modified file because I had modified the already existing file. If you wanted to add only modified file, you can add git add -u your file name. Now you can see git status. -u option will help you to add the modified files. Okay. Now git commit -m updated the test file. Now you can push git push origin main. In your organization, either you have the branch name is the main, or you have the name as the master. Mostly you have the master as a by default branch into the your organization. Okay. Now just we understand how to create the personal access token and how to clone your repository using the username and personal access token. Then how to create the file, how to add it, and how to push that code into the remote repository, right? Now you can see the code into the remote repository. Is it has the latest page, right? Now, so here inside the history, you can see how many commits are there. Means just we had push our commits, right? With which user? Demo user. Yesterday we had configured the user inside the our local machine, right? Demo as a user and demo@gmail.com. That we had configured yesterday, right? Now, and if you wanted to check the logs in the local also, you can check it using the git log. Here you can see it is showing the 2 commits are there only. If you wanted to see the short logs, git log --1 line. So it will show the 1 line commit IDs. Okay. Now we will see how to work with the SSH key now. So now go to the settings. Go to the developer settings, personal access token, tokens. We have the our test token here. It is expire on the March 19, right? I am deleting this token. Now, once it is deleted the token, go to your repository. Your repository is the shopping site, right? We have the file. I will create another file and try to push the code into the remote repository. vi demo.html. This is demo file. Okay. Save and exit. Git status, git add, git commit. Git commit will add into the local repository. Demo file. Now git push origin main. You can see it is giving the error like authentication failed because just we had removed the our authentication personal access token. So it is not allowed, right? Now we will understand how we can give the access using the SSH key to the our repository. If you wanted to give the access using the SSH key, first you have to generate the SSH keys into your local system. Now into the local system, or if you are working on the Linux system, you have to generate there your keys, and you have to copy and paste their public key into the GitHub. Okay. Now how we can generate the SSH key using the SSH -keygen. Press enter. So it will generate inside your home directory .ssh and IDRSA with name. Okay, press enter. I already have. It is asking, do you want to override it or not? Yes, I wanted to override it. If you are not having that, then it will create the fresh SSH keys. So it has created, right? So I wanted to go inside the .ssh folder, copy this location, cd, paste it. Now you can see IDRSA and IDRSA pub keys are there. So just you can use the cat IDRSA pub, copy this entire key, copy, then go into your repository, click on the settings. You have the here SSH key and GPG key, right? Just add new key, give the any name here, for example test, and paste it into the here and press on the add SSH key. Now once you add it, go to your repository, into the shopping site, click on the code, click on the SSH, copy it, create the new folder here. For example, I will create inside this only new as a demo folder. Inside this, open your git bash, git clone, and paste your URL here. So it has downloaded the code into your folder. Just go inside the shopping site. Now you can see you have the test.html. Now I will create here second file, first.html. This is demo file. Save and exit. Now git status. Now you can see the first.html is untracked. For tracking, you have to add git add, git commit -m demo file. Okay, git push origin main. Now you can see it is working fine. Means you are able to configure the authentication using the SSH, and also you are start working on your repository. That is possible using the SSH key. So go to your repository and check your code is present inside the repository or not. Now you can see your code is available into your repository. So in this way, whenever you start working on your organization, you may face some issues related to means how we can start the work once you get the repository. This session will help you to start working using the personal access token or with the SSH key. So that's it from my end today. Uh, Please practice this and practice whatever the commands we are discussed till now. So thank you for watching my video. If you like my video, please like the my session and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you.